So in the last video I was talking about the fear of inadequacy and how I've struggled with that most of my life, and how growing up in America, a lot of, if not all of our self-worth is basically depending on what we do, and even more specifically depending on our jobs. How much money we have or how much money we make, what type of career that we have is basically how we get judged 95% of the time. And a lot of times that determines our self-worth in society. And so if you struggle with insignificance, it's probably one reason is probably because of what you do.
Start of the end of the world, but it's feeling just like every other morning before. Now I wonder what my life is gonna mean if it's gone. The cars are moving like a half a mile an hour, and I started staring at the passengers and waving goodbye. Can you tell me what was ever really special about me all this time? But I believe the world is burning to the ground. Oh well, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's see how far we've come.
I've always wanted to be really good at something in my life. I've never really known why, but it's something that I feel like I can't shake. It sounds kind of dumb because who wouldn't want to be really good at something? But it feels a little different. I feel like a part of it stems from feelings of inadequacy. Because I've had a lot of moments where I haven't felt good enough, I need to do something to make me feel like I'm good enough. I need to master a skill or build a business that validates that I'm worth something. Nobody wants to be worthless. I've always been intrigued by people who have done really amazing things, with outstanding accomplishments, great figures throughout history who all the world looks up to. We look at these people like they have arrived. They have discovered something no one else has. Almost like they can do no wrong in some ways, but not all. In some ways we strive to be like them, to be untouchable in a way where no one can question our value because of what we have accomplished. I think everyone has dreamed of getting to this point. I like the shades. But what if someone's value never changed? What if no matter what they did, they were always considered important or significant, or someone who had value? What if they were deemed important, crucial, or even irreplaceable, regardless of the fact of what they had done, the mistakes they had made, the people that they hurt? What if their value had absolutely nothing to do with what they did? No matter how many times they cheated, or got fired, or no matter how many times they failed, no matter how much money was in the bank account, no matter where they lived, no matter what they looked like, no matter what religious background they came from, no matter what political party they associated themselves with, no matter what class they were in, no matter what prestigious school or non-prestigious school that they went to. What if none of that could change the fact that they were valuable, that they were essential to society? Nothing could change the fact that they are significant. This makes me think about the thief on the cross. We don't know what his entire life looked like, but we can imagine because of the situation he was in that his life didn't go very well. Committing crimes might have been the only thing this man ever really did. His life might have just looked like bad decision after bad decision because the Romans didn't just crucify anybody. This was one of the worst deaths. Their goal was to punish you as much as they possibly could, physically and socially. Crucifixion was for the scum of the earth. Only the worst criminals died this way. He failed miserably according to the world, but yet he's in heaven. According to Christ, he received the greatest outcome you could ever hope for. According to Christ, his life was a success. According to Christ, he did what he needed to do. Today you'll be with me in paradise. The only words a man should truly yearn to hear. I don't want to work hard out of insecurity. I don't want to be someone who works hard out of lack or out of trying to prove myself to others. Puts in 40, 50, 60 hours a week because they're trying to find value from the productivity that they provide and the good job that they get from others. I don't want to be somebody that I'm not. I want to love the work that I'm doing, and I want to work hard at it because of the genuine love for helping people. I want to develop skills that take a very long time to learn, but I don't want to do it for validation from other people. I want to operate out of abundance and not out of lack, out of security, not out of insecurity. I want to know deep down inside my heart that I'm accepted because of who I am and not because of what I do, and that I'm loved no matter what happens. I don't have to earn validation. I don't have to earn approval. I don't have to get good at something just because people say I should get good at something. I can pursue things without the fear of rejection because regardless of what happens, even if I fail over and over again, I'm still accepted, I'm still loved, I'm still redeemed, no matter what. Life is weird sometimes because it's as if someone just dropped us into this world and said, okay, now go and make something of your life. Go build a life that looks really, really good. Go accomplish amazing things. Go get a thriving job, make good money, and buy a nice house, and have a great marriage with a beautiful spouse and a lot of kids. And then live comfortably and travel the world, and most importantly, be happy. Make sure you do what makes you happy. But I'm realizing that God's voice isn't saying that. Culture is saying that. Our egos are saying that. The world is saying that. That scared little insecure 12-year-old boy deep down inside of me who never felt good enough, that's the one who's saying that. Christ is saying, accept my gift of salvation. Love me, do as I do, follow me. Leave everything you think is valuable, count it all as garbage, and follow me. This is my prayer for my life. This is what I hope to be like one day. I hope to be someone that is not concerned with how much I get done in my life, that doesn't care how successful I am or how many people I influence. I hope to be someone that really only cares about loving Jesus, someone who just wants to see God move mightily. I hope to be someone who sits in the back of the auditorium and lets God take center stage and do his thing. I know God wants to use his people. I know we're called to do greater works, but I think he wants to use people who know their place. At times I feel so selfish. I feel like someone who wants the credit, who wants the recognition, who wants the honor, someone who wants to be looked at as a great person, someone who wants to be looked at as someone who's done great works. Because if the world thinks I'm enough, then I'm enough. And that's just a lie. It doesn't really matter what they think. As hard as it is to live a life like that, where you don't place your value in what other people think, where you truly believe that it doesn't really matter if they think you're enough or not, or it only matters if he thinks you're enough. We hold on to his wins, his successes, his accomplishments, and we take them as our own. Let this be true in my life, Jesus.